So this run's a little different. In this run, we take a different party, slightly different. And then we end up actually, we're basically doing 2 runs back to back. So hopefully, we'll actually pull this one off. It's really difficult to get the second one completed. Basically, we do it's ACAC, so it's all characters, meaning that we're doing a run with 1 party of 3 and then 1 capsule monster, and then we're doing another run with the other party of 3. Because Decker is not in our second party, the second kill becomes much less likely, but we do get to bring blue chest stuff with us, and also access a... Ooh, my goodness. We get to access a triple set of goodies that are in the back of the Ancient Cave lobby that you can get for beating the jelly for the first time. That stuff, it helps. It's not anything to really build or run around, but you know what? It's a little bit of a... Alright, I'm not gonna play with the horses. Yeah, the big sell of this run is that you get 1 run with a slightly suboptimal party, and your second run with a very suboptimal party. So the questions are like, oh, who do you actually run with? Who do you run with? How do you split the party up? Cloth helmet. Cloth helmet is like, I don't know, a bicycle helmet or something. If I have to come back to there, I have to fight him. I do not have to come back there. Ow. Ideally, I would find a cheap spell. Like go beat up a couple birds or something. Yeah, you try punching a bird in real life and tell me how that goes. Because Science Man has such atrociously low HP that he dies to the first batch of cores that we can locate. Unless he has, we'll say, 3 safety levels worth of EXP. He has 22 hit points, and like, oof. Oof! Alright, well, there he goes. He will probably stay dead for a large majority of the run, which is sad. I'll wake him up so that way he can get some EXP, and then I'll let him take a nap when he gets the EXP, and I'll bring him back to life again. Yeah, sure, whatever. Now, a roomy helmet sounds like it would be very comfortable. But I have a revive spell, which is good, but it's too expensive for me to realistically use until I gain at least 1 level. Or because I have a... Oh, thanks, Eve. Because I have a spell potion. If I use that on Artie, and then I heal his MP a little bit. Come on. Then I will be able to get a heal out of it. 11 to 13 are cores. I don't have much I can do in the way of getting some backup EXP if I don't find cores right now. But I do need some levels, but I have that big boomer. Oh, there we go. Okay. 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 Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? I could do... No, I'm not going to blow a Miracle on that. Miracle's a big deal revive. I don't want to burn that on Lexus when he's at most getting 1 core. Alright, come on. To Ellison. Wow, none spawned on this floor at all. How disgustingly unfortunate. Ah! Well, maybe I just game overed. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't game over. Of course you would be there. Of course you would be there now, Core. So I got 3 miracles, so I can't get the full party back up. Maybe I'll do that other one. You know what? Why not? Yeah, look at that. So glad I brought him back to life. Oh my goodness. Well... Ah! I can heal up Maxim's MP. And then I guess I can bring the others back, but I just gotta figure out a good time to do it. I don't know. I could kill those ghouls for some backup EXP, I guess. Oh no, I don't have any MP recovery. Sweet. So I'm gonna need like 2 high magics or something to get my feet back on board. This is gross. So my revival spell costs 30. Maxim only has 53 max MP right now, so if I did a full MP heal, I would be able to get 2 casts out of it. You can potentially revive multiple characters with a single cast, but It is literally a 50% chance if you split it across 2 people. And that's not good. Or maybe a wash. I'm not too concerned. I'm happy to have Zap and a revive immediately, but it doesn't work out. I'm not too upset. How are your days? What did you have for dinner? If you ate ramen, did you enjoy it? If you ate ramen, did you consider that Kara has a throne of ramen to sit on? Steak night. Ooh. Mediterranean turkey bowl with potatoes, herbs, tzatziki. Dang, fancy. Griff, you're just a wealth of information today. Also, ahoy, Gyros. What do you mean, what the heck? What the heck on what the heck? Gyros, you brought me an Iris helmet. You didn't... You shouldn't have. No, you really shouldn't have. It's totally fine. I could survive without it. Ooh. I can use that later. Yeah, I watched the whole 25-minute thing, dude. It was phenomenal. I haven't watched the whole credits thing to be like, guarantee there's gonna be a little extra, or not. There could be a little extra, and I want to be able to see what it is if there is. Ooh, I'll take that. Ah. Hey, I can use that. Yeah, I'm sad. It's just a fan project, but it's... When I say just a fan project, that was a big endeavor. You can tell that must have taken... I mean, it said in the comments, 50 people worked on that thing. I don't even know if that's counting the voice actors. Thought I might be faster. I ain't. How do I get you out of there? And can I go around? I'm not sure. That was an annoying floor. It must be Christmas Day. Thank you, Daros, for stopping by. Yep, I don't really know what compelled me to run cave right now. I just kind of felt like it is all. I have a little time tonight. I'm a little bit bummed because I got myself a new mouse for my computer and it does not work correctly. One of the buttons is one of those MMO gaming mice that has a whole bunch of buttons on the side, but one of the buttons on the side doesn't actually work correctly. It does work if I press it way harder than I need to. And it's not a major button, but... Ah! Oh. It's a real pain to just, you know, you get yourself a new anything. It's a huge pain in the butt when you're like, oh man, I got this new toy and it doesn't work right. Of course. Oh, kind of a weird room. Yeah, you're right. I did see ACACers get that PB, and it did make me think, ah, how cool would it be if I scored a PB? Would love it. And ACAC is by far my worst category. I guess I could say 100% is probably my worst, but 100% is really reliant on certain things, and I just don't feel like farming for 7 hours in order to try to get that. Let me try this. This is gonna be really weird. Okay. Yeah, holy staff, you can go in the front. These guys are undead, believe it or not. They're purple. And back in the 90s, if it was purple, it was definitely a zombie. Okay. Okay, so Artie is very set. Did you see the room up there, though, that I'm gonna have to go through? It ain't pretty. Well, Firebird will definitely take care of that. I need to make sure I kill at least 3, but I don't know if I don't remember if this will kill all 4. Yep, that's fine. Don't care. Yeah, no, I love watching other people just do runs and get better. And if I can help them, or if you can help them just a little bit, it always feels good, right? You are stuck. That one shot now? Yeah, it will. This is the room that would add 10 minutes to my playtime. At least I can take care of these guys pretty easily. I hope max them out speeds. Nope. They don't drop anything either, so it's not like it's even a worthwhile fight. Okay. Can I finally get in the room yet? Oh, not yet. Oh my god. Who's the hottie? Ain't me. Can I get either of them? Oh, I got them both back. We'll take it. Every time they tentacle, everybody dies. Alright, I'm done. I didn't get the back attack. I lost 2 coin flips and I'm done. Artie would not have outsped, so I wouldn't have been able to kill them. And he died each round anyway, so even if I tried to input an attack, it wouldn't have worked. Heck. This run had so much potential, too. Anything I can do? I don't think so. You know what? If I get the... Of course, now I get it. Go ahead. Punch Sully. Maybe I can get through this. There's the tentacle. Don't paralyze Decker. Okay. I sure didn't expect that to... Man, I forgot I have another one here. I may just... Yeah, whatever. Altair, you're too kind to me. You... always make me do that. Okay, a regain. We are not a fish out of water completely. I'm not gonna bring him back yet. Oh, Red Saber. Okay. Don't. Alright, I should live here. I'll bring Artie back after this. I'm not dead, even if I get whirlpooled. A double whirlpool. Oh, it's physical. That's not magic. Okay. Alright, cool. Up. Red Saber. Whatever, I'll mark it later. Oh my god. Ah! God, that was like 6 minutes of my life just wasted. Punching zombies and shellfish down. No, we'll definitely get him up. When you just type E into your bar. I'm very happy it becomes easier. How you doing, Yadrin? I'm happy to see ya. Up. Ah! It's a messy room, but not an impossible room. Back from your parents' place. Nice! I hope you had a good time with the fam. Oh, I could have just done that. Let me peek. I don't remember. You be good dad to the babby. Tarnikara. You typed babby right as I was speaking. Eve, I saw what you did, and I gotta say, I would partake. Guys, congratulate Eve, by the way. She just recently earned the world record in Ancient Cave 3-man. She already had the best, but she got the first sub hour. Ever? And that's a pretty big deal. I really care. You know what? Okay, I get one red core for Lexus. Was it worth the 30 MP? 438 Jaros! Why are you up so late? Holy cow, dude. Ah. Okay. Did I see the stairs already? I can't remember. I think I did. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Oh. Apron shield. Oh, whatever. Don't touch Lexus. Don't touch Lexus. Don't touch Lexus. Don't spark Lexus. Please do not hit Lexus with the... Okay. Karos, you rest well, dude. You've been up watching the cave, you've been busy with life, I totally respect it. I'm glad you stopped by, thanks, Stan. Oh, come on. Oh, I got the red saber. Do I have the red saber on? We will Firebird that one. It better be. Yeah, this run had a pretty good start. I got Valor early on. I got Destroy early on. Got the red saber pretty early. I just outrun you, please. Okay, do I have enough MP? I do. Oh, it got Lexus up. Whatever. I will kill these guys because I don't want to run away and deal with recovery again. Oh, heck yeah. Triple thing. Gosh, I'm not sick. I had the flu a couple of weeks ago, and I just cannot shake the cough. Certainly you won't miss that. That's unfortunate. I would love... If I found a Decker Blade, I would just go. Alright, Assassin Floors. 37 through 46 was sort of recently discovered that the Decker Blade has a slightly higher chance of appearing. Whatever. Yeah. You have an early morning scavenger. I don't know what time Myra wakes you up. Wakes everyone. Wakes. I don't know what your morning schedules are like with the baby. Yeah, so there's a 50% chance to get a back attack on an enemy that you hit from a... Oh, that's what you meant. From a particular direction. And if you get it to walk forward into you, then that means that you are encountering it from the side. So you get the 50% coin flip chance. I was trying to get the back attack, because if I do that, then they don't have a chance to defend. Maxim guarantee one-shots them. I don't have to worry about them potentially dealing damage and killing my Science Man. And sometimes you just don't win those coin flips. The 37, 38, 39 are a little bit of pain in the butt floors, just because you can run into assassins. And they hurt. But if you don't run into them... Hey, look, there's one. 440 has essentially nothing on it. No scary enemies. No, nothing really. Double split. These floors have green cores. Well, they can. If you're lucky. And green cores are a big deal, because they're worth 3 of the blue cores, and they are the second highest net EXP enemy in the cave, and we're not even halfway through the cave. So, scoring even 1 is incredibly helpful. These samurai, they wander around. Every other step they take is random. 1 step towards you and 1 step in a random direction, so they're kind of tough to navigate around sometimes. It can be a real pain in the butt. So normally I'm discouraged from wandering around and exploring, but every now and then you get lucky. Oh, Mist Rapier. Mist Rapier is... So, of the key things that we want to get for the jelly fight, we want to get weapons that do percentage-based damage off of the HP of the jelly. And we want to get weapons that are effectively finishers, ones that have just high raw damage. The Red Saber is a Maxim only 3x weapon, 3 times damage weapon. It's a great option. The Mist Rapier is also, but it is exactly 1 attack point stronger, which I don't think, I don't really even think it matters in terms of just like the raw math. But Artie can use it too, and so can Maxim's wife. Who is not with us, but she'll be with us later. That Sky Sword is good. These guys are a problem. They can occasionally have 2 in an encounter. Good chance. They're weak to ice and you can deadly them. Their regular attack hits everybody. And it hits everyone pretty hard too. Yep, well, it's the last point that kills me, yes. Done. Jelly? You never know. I've never had a jelly battle end within 5 HP. But I know someone has. Deadly Rod. Doesn't matter, but I'll mark it anyway. Ah. I was marking. If I get a Deca Blade, I can just go. Realistically, I can get something for Lexus eventually. Ah! Only one, okay. Back here. That Sky Sword can actually be good. It gives defense, which is pretty helpful. Essentially every 2 points of defense is -1 damage, and it gives 50, so that plus the apron shield is good. It's a very powerful weapon, so for Maxim and Decker as well as Guy, it can really contribute to just killing stuff along the way. But it's Thunder Elemental, which is something that not a lot of enemies are weak to, but not a lot of enemies resist it either. So it's just an all-around pretty nice weapon. And for the second leg, it'll be good to have because of that starting defense. Alright. Ninja tech, but we gotta heal up first. I have 1 X magic. I am not feeling so hot here. Alright, so, yeah, at least I only have to fight this one, but I have 1 revival item. I don't want to have to use it if I can help it. Yeah! Okay. Ah, what am I doing? I swear, I feel like I haven't held this controller before. MCH, enjoy your time with your friends. What else? I can just push it, but I don't really want to. And I kind of want to fight that. That high magic may actually let me fight it. Yep. Wait. How goes AC? It's terrible per normal. So actually, no, it's going all right. I'm not doing bingo. Our tracker happens to look like a bingo thing. Oh God! Oh baby, the twist jewel. Come on. Hecking. Okay. Hey. Keep him alive. I do want the extra body in case I have to fight ninjas. Oh boy. Ah. He always. I have to. I don't want to. Oh, I outspeed. Okay. So Zap has really a 100% chance to kill these guys, but the Deadly Rod only has an 80% chance just because of accuracy. Like that. But I don't have the ability to restore my MP enough such that I can afford to cast Zap a bunch. I'm really running dry on resources. You thought I was gonna have to fight them both, didn't you? I just need to get the one out so I could slash to block it. The other one was right in front of me, so I couldn't really do anything about that. That twist jewel I found is, I would say, very much the reason why I was able to outspeed. Oh. Huh. Well, where are you going? Go up. Thank you. Good try, Sully. The wrong target. Darn it, elf. There, you get punched in the face for that. Where? The stairs have gotta be in the lower right side of the room, which is really bad. I don't think I can do much about that. Here goes. Of course. Decker should kill one. There goes Lexus. But we knew that was coming. If Artie didn't miss that first hit, then what the heck are the stairs? If this is the ninja that you meant, I dislike that. Oh, Sully, you are the champion. Oh, Artie! Well, Trogdor. Congratulations. You're right. God, Roadblock City. Alright, well, I'm past ninjas. I need sustainability. I have no MP and I have one revive! Technically, I do have IP revival from Decker, but he needs more IP with which to do it. Which means he needs to get beat up more. I don't want to do that. I would love to try to farm a second Twist Jewel, but this ain't gonna be the time for that. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for stuff right now, even though I probably should. All I need is one, really just one MP restoration item, and I'm stable. I don't think I have any. I don't have Absorb. I don't have any IP items that recover MP, I don't think. So I have Valor, it's 30 MP. None of my characters have over 30 MP right now. Could just push this one. Come on. That bush in the way is a real nuisance. There we go. Sully. Killing dude. Taking the hit. That's why Sully's the champ. Whew. This is a nasty little room. I stay close to the blue guys. Then I can control them in the sense that I make it so they don't teleport. That was pretty interesting. I could have done that a little cleaner, I guess. I mean, I couldn't have gotten attacked on the stairs. But I think I handled that alright. Super sword. If I had Salon in this run, with the Dia ring that I got, which gives plus 50 attack, Salon would be hitting pretty hard for the jelly fight with that as a finisher. Alright, 53. This is where I really want to... Oh, Miracle, that'll help. I really want to get something for Lexus here, and I can do that as long as I have people alive. There's that. Huh. You wish. My guy, just eat the junk. Eat something. Oh my god. You just need one more pip. So Blizzard from Lexus, even though he's a bit lower level, will still hit pretty hard. Sky Sword hits these guys hard. The next Hydoras resist Thunder. So the Sky Sword doesn't get as much value in the next area, but at least for these guys, able to get a lot out of a lot of mileage out of it. Fine. Oh, come on, Bulba Garden. You are raiding in to me, and that is beyond kind. Thank you. Hello, DW. I hope to give you guys a good show. Emmy, thank you very much. Great. We'll mark it. You guys came into a speed run that's not going terribly fast. I mean, it's going kind of fast, but by my standards, it's going pretty slow. We're gone. Alright, well, that one will die. Right? Uh-oh. You know what, let me... Whatever, let's get out of here. You're lucky you live this day, you slimy little snick. Hey, finger guns. Yep. Maniacal Engineer is my good buddy from Bulba Garden. Met him by playing Mafia there a long time ago. And DW, Dawning Winds, is also from there. Tough room. I don't know what you were streaming. Probably Legend of... Was it Pokemon? Oh, DW streamed! Okay. Free streaming art. Dawning Winds is a pretty talented artist. Alright, so this is gonna... Oh. Alright, I handled that properly. CH happens to be from there as well. You got... Heavy Lance is your next best. Oh, come on, Artie. Won't miss, right? Okay. Yep, there's the everyone hit. I am stunned that Decker lived. That apron shield really pulling its weight. Our stream said Bulba staff for stream has Bulba people on it. Well, MCH was here already. Yep. As he said. Iris. I'm looking around because I don't have the thing I want for Decker, and without that, I really still don't have this run. And the sooner I find it, the less I have to deal with trying to locate it later when it's too difficult and scary to worry about opening. Alright, floor 60 will be a big benchmark.
To victory!
Can I restore my MP yet? Okay. Okay, alright, so Blizzard and then the other three should be able to do it. $440, 5.6. Ah, that's not enough yet. Oh, Sully! Oh, baby! Golly. Time sure flies when you're playing Mafia. Or on a hiatus from playing Mafia. Hey, he is a science... He's a man of science. He fights with what he knows. He can use a tuba. In a ROM hack, we had a person give him a tuba, which was very entertaining and useful. Yes. So my little guy there has a 45% chance to not even attack, to not do anything, just defend. And he is definitely contributing. I have a cheaper... So 460, 58, 59, 60 have no cores, which are just cores without a core in them. Like an egg without a yolk, you know. And that was my last chance for that rock that they drop at a 20% chance. So not getting that is unfortunate. I looked down to cough. It was a bad time. Oh, never mind. IP farm. We are fine. 5 HP in a dream. Come on. Come on. Need you a little bit. Alright, there. Look, if that's spoilers, then you just gotta refresh your stream. Yo, my mobile Twitch is fast, is always ahead of myself. Of my PC. Was running into walls there. So enemies in this move when I move. I can force them to move by slashing my sword. As I run around, they can move sometimes based on the direction I move, sometimes based on where I am on the screen. I can even force enemies to move by pretending to move by slashing my sword while holding a direction. I'll use that later. Yeah, this game is all about movement, understanding how to get into battles strategically or how to avoid battles entirely. Because most of the stuff you don't want to fight in this game. Whatever, I don't care, you're just one. After you hit floor 50, a lot of stuff just kills. I mean, you saw what those red guys did to me, right? They just about shredded me just by, you know, looking at me funny. Granted, I ran into that battle when I shouldn't have. There is an unused enemy movement. The movement to which enemies will teleport towards you and then dash somewhere. It'll take dash 2 steps towards you. There's enemies that teleport and there's enemies that dash. Because sometimes things can teleport at you from off screen. You can imagine that'd be scary in a game like this where you're trying to avoid combat. That. Finally getting MP recovery. It's been like the whole run. I found like 2 miracles and maybe 3 or 4 other MP restoration items. 2, 3, 4. Watch this. 2. Problem solved. Ugh. Fine. Yeah, there's very limited resources in here. Up to 8 chests per floor max. Designed to murder you slowly. Oh my god, you're that fast? Oh. I already was asleep. I did not catch that. Keep you alive. I got some spare MP now. Murdering slowly is basically the concept of every game. Kind of, except the slow murder of this game is designed to come at you in so many different ways. That every now and then when you get murdered quickly, it catches you by surprise. The big thing is that, Cooking Mama. Cooking Mama murdering you slowly or quickly? What? But these dragons can just one-round me to death. Even if I was sitting with healthy EXP. Which I'm kinda not, I'm kinda underleveled. Barbie's horse riding extravaganza. There's certain movement patterns that are learnable in this game, and they are the reason I, and many others, find ourselves alive. Look, there's guys that teleport. They only teleport when you're far away from them. I know what floors our teleporters are going to be on. But that doesn't always mean I can avoid them. How poorly do you play Cooking Mama? Should I be concerned for your offspring? Yaldrin has offspring. As of recently. Oh, you know what? I have... Dragon. Cooking Mama is way... Next, you're gonna say, like, cooking poffins in a Pokemon game is way harder than... You know, actually... Stirring on the DS is kind of tricky. Blowing into the microphone can be kind of tricky if you're not doing it at like the perfect angle. I've played Fire Emblem Fates Japanese. Not as easy to gently wake up your friends. Is it hard to stir on a Switch with a joystick? And no stylus? Nothing here, probably. Oh, okay. I need to start taking inventory of what I got now. And realistically, I know exactly what I'm doing. Not great. Oh! Huh. Interesting. Go on and go to bed. It's probably late where you are. Oh, you can make meals in Pokemon Sleep? Huh? Go on. Tell me more. No, you're not. No way. There are the stairs. No, we're not going to play this game. Whatever, Central Time. GMT minus 5. I thought you were on the East Coast. They were an hour different from me. Okay, that's it. You know what? Whatever. He won't miss. Ah, he missed. Minnesota. You know what? Go ahead. Just drop your rock. No, no, no. I need you to drop a rock badly. Boy. Yeah, the coast of Canada is not a coast. You're right. You're right. Ah. Gross. Are you a single? I could... Let's see... Alright, Decker crit. Watch him crit. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. There's almost no chance to deal over 1,000 damage in a regular melee attack to anything. And that is one of the rare opportunities that you can. There's only one. Be fine. Dawning, you get a trophy for that one. That's good. I didn't even put that together, and I'm the guy who you would expect to put that together. The Archfiends, the ones on the left here, are notorious run enders. As you can see, they deal a lot of damage quickly. Emmy has spent the past few years. If Emmy is still here, I hope that you're able to point this out. If he dashed after your raid, that's totally fine though. He did well me. So I did kind of have that coming. I'm not there yet. But I've got a lot of pieces of the puzzle. Okay, oh, so, Dawning, you don't really know what I'm doing here. Like, oh, you see me running around this cave picking up stuff and just going. You don't probably know with context why I'm doing what I'm doing. I am trying to survive a 99 floors, technically. But, it's effectively a mystery dungeon style RPG sort of a thing, with the caveat of there being a boss at the very bottom that I have 3 turns to defeat. The key to defeating said boss, because of the turn limit, comes from having specific weaponry, which uses IP, which is that yellow bar that you've seen on the bottom of my characters in the battle screen. As you get hit, you build up a rage meter, and it's kind of like a limit break sort of a thing. Anyway, you need that to use your weapon's innate abilities, which are generally very mighty. And certain ones deal high percentages of damage based on the current HP of the target. Decker has the single best one, doing 50% of the target. Artie, when I uncurse his rod, can multiple times deal 1/8 of a foe's current HP, and then there's a couple of other options out there. The top 3 things on my little bingo board that are gray in that row, they are the key items that have the high 1/2, 1/4, and 1/6% of a foe's current HP and damage ability. His rod is cursed because it has 0 attack, but the unique ability of being able to instantly kill an enemy with 80% chance of accuracy. In the prior game, cursed weaponry generally just had very high raw attack power, and the curse meant that it was stuck to you. So you can't unequip it, so you're stuck with this downside. And here, I can't say unequip it to change it, so it's a different elemental tool of some kind. So I'm stuck with the 80% chance to kill non-undead foes. And it won't work on the boss, too, which probably goes without saying, but... I really want an additional either attack boost, because I don't have a means to boost my attack power right now, or I want or I want one of the other percentage-based kill or percentage-based damage items. There is a... Unfortunately, Science Man has no weapons that have that ability. However, there is a enemy drop I can get, which unfortunately only exists up until this floor. It's from those Minotaur enemies that you saw me beating up. If I don't get that from him, my Science Man ain't doing a whole lot in the battle. He's down there stairs. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's not there. I got that mixed up. Gun wrench. So there is a super driver in here. Isn't that the Dr. Dr. Pepper thing? Dr. Scholl's, the good doctor, something doctor. Doctor Who. Or does it have a name? An official name? A formal name? I do have the stunning wrench. It is stunning. Fortunately. Sonic screwdriver? Is that what it's called? Okay. Yeah, I am very ill-informed on anything doctor related. So I will trust you on that one. Sonic screwdriver sounds familiar. I have no reason to consider you as inaccurate. Whew. So yeah, that yellow meter that filled up when I got myself punched right in the noggin for 215 points of damage. Is... 176. Oh. The known liar agreed with him. But I'm right here. I mean, you can't spell Ellison without lies. Ha 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 ha. I got 2 healing spells just now, and that feels good. Yeah, the healing spells in this game are called Strong. The weakest one is called Strong. The second of the 3 healing spells is called Stronger. And one might logically deduce that the third and final of the 3 healing spells would be called Strongest. However, it's called Champion. Uh-oh. Really, it's the most important tool of the Doctor. Introducing the iconic 4th Doctor of the classic series. Cool. Lizard Blow, okay. Interesting. Thunder, okay, okay. Starting to come together. I could really... Oh, Kara. Oh, boy. Go up. All right. Okay, got one down. These guys can pretty much end the run instantly, so, not instantly, but painfully. Very painfully. Destroy, the spell I just cast with the 2 guys in the middle, has a 50% chance to KO a non-undead. The Deadly Rod has an 80% chance. Only my Deadly Rod user has the ability, the agility to outspeed those guys. I might be able to finagle one of my other characters to doing so, but if I do that, I probably sacrifice my elf's ability to do so, which could be detrimental. Yeah, Sonic Screwdriver sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard of it before, so if... Only because I don't really know the term from anywhere else, I will just assume that that is correct. And don't give me the whole, oh, Ellie, you were in Doctor Who Mafia. I just don't remember anything about that game. That was, what, my first game? On Bulba? Oh boy, get your tickets to Dragon Con! Yeah. I absolutely won. I came in, that was me making a blast of an entrance. I came in just like, I think it was an OC game. I don't remember the specs of it. I just remember coming in. I subbed in. I don't want to fight you guys. There's copper dragons that I want to fight. I can stun them. I can't stun the silvers. And there's gold dragons as well. I can't stun them either. I can only attempt to instant kill them. I have that effect on rules. There we go. Alexis with his Lizard Blow is the only weapon in the game that is able to deal effective damage to dragons. However, copper dragons are not considered dragons due to what I can only assume is an accident in the code. Therefore, my ability to deal incredible damage to them is nerfed. But the silvers and golds 2 crits, if I was in an extreme pinch, could do what I need to do in order to delete it from my field of vision. I'm not the one responsible for the MOD rule, or the no editing rule. I was responsible for the no changing. I don't think it was ever officially set up as a rule, but one day I was hit by a silencer, and I was communicating in the game by changing my avatar to pictures of messages. And I remember that was like loophole abuse. Yep, Altair. Copper dragons are not dragons. That is why you can coma them. Wait, I don't want to fight you. Okay. So, hear me out. If I don't find Trick... Oh, he did that too? Via likes? Oh, he could just agree with stuff. I also did something where in voting, like I would vote for people, but I would capitalize letters in my votes. They are... Copper dragons don't have a type of anything. They are nothing. They are just a mob. Yeah, no, we don't mess with them. They are a being beyond my comprehension. Okay, so you notice I switched to a fish. You're probably wondering. Get your tickets to Dragon Con, Day 2, folks. So, I'm using the fish because of exactly one reason. It has an ability that I can use about, I want to say 20-ish% of the time to raise my attack power for the entire party by 40%. I'm trying to get a couple of dragons worth of levels on it, because I want him to outspeed Decker. Ice Spirit Sundo. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Almagus has been on the grind a little bit too recently. Almagus is Mr. World Record. He's got a lot of world records. He had the prior world record of the Ancient Cave, any percent category, which is just the absolute fastest. And then I took it from him. And then he took it back from me by 4 seconds. So for context, you see that I currently have an hour and a half into this. My actual PB is a little over 45 minutes. High Spirits is the Irish percent world record. Eve just got the 3-man world record. I've got second in that. Reject. Yeah, if I didn't cast Dragon and I just did a regular melee attack, I would have had it. Oh. I'm ready. I think Elmagus has it, but there's a lot of people going for Reject right now. When I say a lot, I mean like 4. Which is quite a few in our case. So as far as roguelikes and randomizers go, Dawning, this game was really one of the pioneers of it. You can access this from the campaign while you're playing the story about 2/3 through. Maybe a little under 2/3 through. And... oh, wait a minute. I need Lexus to get... dang. Yep. There were a couple of other roguelike style games before this. When I say a couple, I mean 3. And then, yeah, if you beat the new game, you unlock New Game Plus. If you beat New Game Plus, you unlock the ability to do this. I need a copper dragon with which to farm IP off of. Only a copper. The teleporters here will just probably game over me. The silver dragons and gold dragons will probably just game over me. The copper dragons I can use. Now this is the final floor before the boss. See if I can find one. I can potentially use the teleporters in a slow but creative way to gain safe IP. By having them summon things that are not deadly. And then kill the teleporters, because they're not too tough, fortunately. Now comes the IP farm. This is a not very exciting part of the game. Oh, okay, so Science Man needs 65% of his IP gauge full. The lower HP you have, the more IP you gain when you're hit. And if you're in the front row, where Decker and Ellie are, you take more damage, thus you gain more IP, but you risk dying. If you die, you lose all your IP. This is what I was hoping for, Cinder Blast. It should deal less than 240, which it does, so I'm ready to go. I'll explain what I'm doing in a moment. $92, 110. Oh, we don't need that anymore. Oh, I have a power gourd. Okay. Let's go. You know what? This is not going to be too difficult. I gotta get Form 3 Zeppy here. So what I'm doing is I'm feeding him up to hopefully get a powerful attack boost. I'm also gonna have Decker boost his own attack. You can feed these guys up to Form 4. I don't actually have to do that. Alright. So we're praying for Energy Wave. Otherwise, I'm going to do my percentage-based attack. You get a free Providence, don't worry. After the Jelly fight, you get a free Providence out of it. So I'm going to blow my percentage-based attacks first. I'm going to do my big finisher attacks on the last turn. And then the middle turn is going to be just kind of a mystery. I'm going to do them from the front row as well. Get your calculators out. We're trying to get 9,980. That's a big roll. That's a low roll. Just add up the numbers. Just simple plus. Oh boy, Energy Wave, let's go! 40% attack boost, the largest buff I can get the party. So actually, this will fail, which is unfortunate, but... you actually, I kind of screwed out, it's fine. Oh no! That was supposed to be Devastation. And no crits is kind of bad. I may have just... I don't think I threw? Alright, it's going to be close because I screwed up there a little bit. Woohoo! So Decker alone is dealing about 3,200 damage himself. Oh, golly. Please tell me I didn't throw it. There we go. Alright, there's one kill. What power and ability! I am honored to have battled one as brilliant as you. Alright, so he gives us a free Providence, which we can use to get out. We take all of our blue chest stuff with us. Now, normally in an any percent run we'd be done, but in the ACAC category we go back to town. We talk to the bartender. And we change up our party. Now for the hard part. We'll take Darbi with us. Now, there's one other trick. Because we got the ancient key, we open this door, we talk to this guy who starts the ancient cave for us. We come back here, we get the stuff, and then we enter the cave with all of the blue chest things that we found, as well as these 3 items. Now this runs harder because we have a slower person, we have weaker people overall. We have that, and that, we have that. Whatever. Dragon Ring. So this runs harder because I don't have access to the Decker Blade, which would normally be a paramount item, but having the Gades Blade effectively makes this run possible. What I want to do is ideally find another Myth Blade, which you can only find those from floor 60 and on. Another Deadly Rod for Tia. And the guy has the Gades Blade, so he's already set. Goodness. I need some more safety levels, unfortunately, with this party as well, because they're just weaker overall. This. Do what I can. This run typically goes slower. Now, the plus to this party is you have access to multiple people who can use the Deadly Rod. Both girls can use it. And while Tia starts off faster, but not as fast as Artie, so she'll eventually pretty much get there. Salon as well, although she has a much tougher time getting there. Because her early level EXP... I'm sorry, her early level stats are just kind of scaled weird. Scaled very low. The blue chest weapons tend to have the highest raw stats of anything that you can discover in the cave. And because of that, they're generally viewed as wonderful items to take at the beginning of another run. They also all, except for the Gades Blade, have a higher chance of scoring a crit. Hello, Rarum. Yeah, so I have a disgusting over 4-hour run, and I would love to fix that. Someone just got a new PB in ACAC earlier tonight. I haven't done ACAC in a long time, so... if I can score myself a sub 3, I'll be happy. My first kill did not have a Decker Blade, which was pretty cool. Myth Gades, Lizard Blow for Lexus, and Deadly Rod, uncursed. As well as Thunder, and I made the executive decision to use Zeppy, and I got a Energy Wave out of it. Which meant Decker absolutely crushed with the Gades Blade. I even forgot to use Devastation on turn 2, and I still got the kill with a hit left. H? That's pretty rare. So, for those who don't know, rings, rocks, helmets, and shields will not load in red chests after floor 9. I'm opening these early chests a bit more with this slightly weaker party, because I'm hoping to find rings or other pieces of gear that could be beneficial to my survival. The high defense of the Snow Sword just paid off there. I probably would have lost Tia if she didn't have a defense boost, even with my few safety levels. Those Mega Moths can hit pretty hard. Snow Sword gives plus 50 defense, which is enormous at this point, because that's like minus 25 damage-ish. And Tia starts with like 23 base hit points. So even with safety levels, I haven't healed her. So we got the Mind Ring. The IP ability of the Mind Ring comes with a heal spell. Stronger, which is the second stronger heal. And I do have Champion, which is the strongest heal. I'm already feeling okay right now. Apron. Sweet. Yeah, otherwise, so I don't have the fastest person with reasonable bulk who is already... I don't have the strongest person with enormous attack power who is Decker. I've got Guy who is like Decker Jr. I've got Tia who is like Artie Jr. And then I have Salon who is kind of like Lexus. What you didn't see due to me discovering the Lizard Blow is how little Lexus has in terms of options at the Jelly. If he's not using one of those rock drops that I mentioned earlier in the run about trying to get and was unable to get, and if he doesn't have the Lizard Blow to do that hefty 1,000 plus damage once in the battle, he really doesn't have a lot that he can bring to the table. Because he can cast spells that are stronger than pretty much anything else anyone can toss. But that's about it. Salon, on the other hand, has the highest pool of equipable options of things that are mighty and useful and powerful and special. She just is not statistically very good until about level 30. 0 cores. Magic Fruit's good, though. Looks like we get a Womp Womp. Oh, I got the deer ring. Fighting these guys just for backup EXP. So normally, if you can avoid it, you don't open chests after floor 10-ish until 15. Because you're after a Decker Blade, and those begin appearing on floor 15. That being such a pivotal item. It's one that you can build your entire run out of having. So, in this party, I'm now more on the lookout for deadly weapons and curse lifters to take them off. Because it's just that big of a deal to be able to kill stuff quickly. So I'm in a party that's not nearly as durable. Yep, no Decker means... Well, I can discover it, I just can't use it. For safety, normally I would be fighting a bunch more things. I don't have that much to kill AoE effectively, or kill things with AoE effectiveness, like spells to burn out and then MP to recover it with. The stuff here doesn't really give a lot of EXP, but the enemies in the 20s can hurt. Now, again, the defensive parameters of the equipment that I took with me from the blue chests and those red chests. Spark staff. Both girls can use the snow sword, and both girls can use the spark staff. Yep, party room. No, Dragon Con. We're a little early for that, but we have Gades. We just got a spark staff. We have a snow sword, an apron shield. So far, I got champion. Yeah, having Gate. So I got my kill. Eve, you weren't here for it. I never found a Decker Blade, so we flipped over to the fish, and we got a turn 1 energy wave. And then we also found a Lizard Blow. I had an Uncursed Deadly Rod that I forgot to use turn 2 Devastation with. I just didn't attack instead of Devastation. And because I didn't set up my MP correctly, I didn't have Lexus do turn 2 Thunder. I had him attack hoping for a crit, and he didn't crit. Zeppy absolutely saved the run. I got the kill with my 7th Octo Strike hit, which would have been the final... It was the final action, because I did get Zeppy some levels, and he outsped Decker. But the turn 1 energy wave was rock. In fact, I power gourded. I had 1 power gourd. I gourded Decker, but because he went after Zeppy, of course the gourd failed. Got a little chuckle out of me. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, technically, I had already throw a devastation. I had Decker do nothing on turn 1, essentially. Yep, the fish did it. All thanks to you. Hiyo. Thank you. I don't know if you saw AK Driz got a 240, I think a 243 earlier. Really gonna play this game with me? Yep, he hit top 5 now. You're officially bonked. Wow, Selen survived a hit from something. Oh, I have a Twist Jewel, too. So, that helps Tia. But yeah, I have 4 blue chest weapons right now, which is pretty rad. Even though one's a Gades blade, so it's not like the strongest weapon. But I'll take it. I have 2, possibly 3 deadly swords to uncurse now. See what happens. Could kill you. Let's see what he got. No. I'll wait. I got gear. I don't need to worry about that right now. Level 9's a little nerve-wracking. Hey, dude. Sometimes they just really want to give you that hug. Forbidden zombie hug. I dread the zombie hug. Okay, we're not playing this game. I don't like zombie hugs because I don't have access to a sink to wash off the germs. Alright, so you stay there. Lions can game over my team if I'm not careful. They have a pretty nasty AoE called Scratch. Which, well, probably not able to kill Guy. Would absolutely kill the 2 girls. Would probably, possibly kill Maxim. It'd deal enough damage that I don't know if it would kill him or not, because I'm still such a low level. But I've got the cores right around the corner. I miscounted. Ah! I forgot these were up here. That was awful. I guess I'm doing it. Also, Tia survived with 1 hit point, and I was in such a state of panic that I didn't even notice. So technically, I wasted a miracle. Yeah, they can tickle you 10 times with their tentacles, and when they do that, which sure leaves a mark, it hits everybody very hard, and it can paralyze you. As you can see, I got lucky, and my run continues. Okay, this is where not getting any real backup EXP is starting to be a little spooky. Oh, so enemies and player characters have a front row and back row system. If there is only a character alive on the enemy that is in one row, it is considered front row. But on the player side, if there's characters in the back row alive and characters in the front row dead, those back row characters are considered still back row. A back row is just, I think I described it earlier, the bottom of the screen. It's not like Final Fantasy, where front row is to the left. Just closer to the enemies in that regard. These guys bolt? On a girl, they would possibly die. The blue cores are worth 5 of the red ones. And then greens are worth 3 of the blue ones. So, as you can see, I went from level 9 to 15. That was a lot of EXP. Due to funky coding, they have an overflow of magic defense. So any physical attack that hits them might kill them because they have very low HP. Might not. Crits will ignore that defense. But any magic attack due to the overflow will just kill them. They're great to actually steal MP from. So I'm gonna do just that. In super high level speedrunning, it's to the point now where we skip the blue cores in a regular run, but because we're still in the weaker party, I do want the added EXP for this little middle bit of the run. The blue cores appear from 32, 33, and 34. And then the green cores appear from 41, 42, 43. So there's just a, was it 9-floor gap between the blues and the greens? So it's not that much of a gap, and you could theoretically have like no battles to worry about between these floors. There are a few enemies I do want to battle coming up. Those crabs, the blue crabs I fought in the first run that I think you were here for. They have a chance to drop a stone or an equipable rock, which I do want. It's not the best. Oh, they have a 75% chance to flee. I didn't mention that. So the blue cores are from 32, 33, 34. The crabs are 35, 36, 37. $38, $39, $40 doesn't have that much to worry about. And then $41, $42, $43 are the green cores. Realistically, I'm hoping to find a deadly weapon for the girls. Specifically for Tia. Because she is fast. And if she can attack, much like Artie did earlier, before an enemy gets a turn, well, I mean, I think that kind of conveys the point. And also, as you saw from Artie, even though I didn't do it correctly, the Uncursed Deadly Rod is a very valuable tool at the final boss battle as well, so If I get a rod right now, I'd slap it on her and she'd be set for the remainder of the run. The final boss is a useful skill, yep. So, the most complicated part of this run, I don't think is the boss kill. I think is actually... because you're either going to have it or you won't. I think the most complicated part is when you gotta pass through like floors 60 to 98, and you're dealing with having to kill enemies and you don't have a deadly rod to be able to kill stuff to get there, because there can be a lot of things blocking the path that you need to take in order to get to the final boss, or to the stairs to pass through a floor. Like, you remember I almost died on a couple of enemies that were just in a hallway that I had to fight like 2 times or 3 times. With my bulk down, I'm looking for all sorts of things, restoratives, just all sorts of goodies to keep me alive. Daisy, my dog, wants to go on a walk, but I can't take her out right now. Also, I don't know if you were here to watch me fight ninjas, but ninjas with this party are also much more threatening because I'm weaker. And by this point, if you don't get the green core experience, then your party is not only weaker, but I mean, you just don't have as good stuff generally, so all scary. Make the offspring deal with the dog. So the kids are not here. My son has his own house. Ugh. He's there with his girlfriend packing up because they're moving to Georgia on April 5th? April 3rd? Very soon. And then daughter's at a sleepover. So it's just me, my dog, and my cat right now. Cat is usually dealing with the dog. Right now he is sleeping next to me with his face like tucked under his paw. Ooh, super sword. That's actually decent for Salon to use at the final boss. It's an option. She has a lot of options. But Super Sword is quite good because it's a 3x that has pretty high power. So now I'm going to look for those cores. Unless I die on the way because I'm dumb. Oh my god, am I dumb. I don't have revival magic like I did last run. Darn it. There are IP abilities you can get from armor that can revive your party, but I don't think I have any of those yet. So I'm kind of glued to items right now. Which is impractical. So the only two items that can revive you are miracles, which are a full HP, MP heal and a revive, and regains, which heal for 100 or revive you with 100 HP. There's a revival spell for 10 MP called Rally, which does the same thing as a regain. And then there's Valor, which is a 2,000 point heal and revive, which you call me. You can actually do a lot of damage to undead enemies with that, but you never saw me have to do that, so. Ay, caramba. So, because I don't think I have a regain... Do I? Oh, I do have a regain. Okay, I'm gonna use it here. Ooh, we got a green core. So Tia goes first, so she revives. Then Maxim casts his spell and kills. Getting this one green core is very important. Also, this game, so some games have it where, like, oh, I've got 2 dead party members, so the EXP that I get is funneled when someone's dead into a character that is alive. This game is not that. This game does not feature that. Well, feature. So if a character's dead, there's no benefit to the rest of the party, which is kind of unfortunate because I would like to be able to funnel EXP early in the run. But can't have nice things all the time. Like, the run would be completely different if you could funnel EXP. You could stage up early game EXP to the characters you want and just farm dragons at the end for 5 minutes and catch everyone up that you feel like missed it. Yeah, you're right, Kara. What is a core? A miserable little pile of skeleton? We have nice things, someone has to make a new rule so you can't abuse them. So, fortunately, gosh, this is cute. There's not too much in this game that's exploitable. There was an accident in the code confirmed by the devs that you can actually defeat the final boss by killing yourself before he gets a turn. Or he gets to kill you? Or to run away, sorry. That is not allowed for any of our categories. The kill has to be legitimate. I don't know if you can hear Daisy squeaking her squeaky bone, but I sure can, and she sounds like she's having a good time. So 44, 45, 46 introduce ninjas, an enemy type that are, well, again, you've seen me deal with them, but they are notorious walls in the reject percent category, which runs the 2 girls plus the science man, Lexus from my last party. Ninjas are a wall to a point of weeping hilarity. It is so difficult to not only survive an encounter with them, but deal with killing them. It looks like my run here, I don't have to worry about that, which is a huge act of mercy, or sign of mercy. Ouch. Oh, man. Oof. Oof. just pour a potion down her throat. Ninjas are jerks. Darn tootin', Altair. Kind of would like a second twist jewel. Wait a minute. You know what? Oh, I have Firebird, but it's alright. Tia MP is stable. Tia IP is whatever. I'm not gonna sweat over it. No second twist. Oh well. Oh wait, no, I have this Florida chance on as well. Where do you think you're going, bub? Ooh. Idle Jewel. Ah, that's useless. Well, it's a tiny bit of magic resistance for the girls who don't really care about it, because you've already seen Salon taking like 2 damage. It's when later on when magic damage starts coming at me hot, then the tiny buffs I get from something like that rock are going to be so insignificant that, well, it'll make me cry. It'll make me very sad. It is? Uh-oh. I still lack a Deadly Rod, which means Tia, who would normally be my source of killing stuff, starting now, basically, is, well, not. I have a Deadly Sword, which is neat. But because Maxim is slow, well, slower than a lot of things, I do not want to have him use... I don't want to rely on him. Engage rings are actually useless. They don't give any stats. The purpose to them specifically is to reduce the cost of items that you can purchase in stores during the campaign. And I don't know if you remember, we are not in the campaign. So I don't actually have the ability to even use the Engage Rings one and only perk. So I should say here, it does have an IP ability that raises my party's defense by 40%. However, I already have the spell, and only Salon can even equip it. Yep, there's the Decker Blade that I didn't... It's validated. I don't know what else to say. It wouldn't be a reject run, or the second leg of an ACAC run without a Decker Blade in it to make you say, well. On the plus side, Decker Blade is really good pet food, and I haven't described it too much, but in this party, we do like relying on Darbi for damage. He's a capsule monster that has a lot of value to the player. His third form can one-shot stuff, and his fourth form can deal pretty consistently high damage. I'll actually be feeding him up in a moment, because if I can get the 4th form of Darbi to learn an ability, which is about a, was it maybe a slightly over 4% chance. Well, I'll be happy. Alright, Snow Sword. I got Freeze Sword here. Answer Rock. You can have that. We will... Oh, you want that toga, huh? You can have it, you know? I'm a giving dad. There we go. Want that metal mail? You're not lying, you can have that. Sometimes your capsule monster will lie to you about the things it wants to eat. It's a English version only bug from my understanding. So yeah, there's that. You know what? Fine, you can have those. I got 5 left. You know what? You can have it. So the way feeding works is item gold value, like what we buy it from for a store, is what determines the kind of tier in which how many pips a thing will give. And if you feed it something cheaper than what it's currently eating, it gets upset with you. And will not very easily continue eating whatever you're trying to shove down its throat. Oh, the engage rings are decent pet food. He's not that. Yeah, stupid picky pets. So, Form 3 again has that one-shot ability. He also does decent AoE damage. His one-shot is 90% accurate, but he only has a 20% chance to use it. And it doesn't work on undeads like the other stuff. I'll be back for you. Zerko Whip. So, I got that Cancer Rock. I only have one. Altair, you understand. I'm hoping to combo it with an old sword if I don't find the Myth Blade. And find a Hydora for Salon to use with the Snow Sword or Air Whip or Turbo something. On the plus side, he will never defend. However, if he takes damage beyond, like, I don't know, if he takes about 1/4% of his health and damage, he just will run away. Now, with the Jelly fight, the Jelly doesn't actually deal damage to you. So, when he hits you, his first hit restores the party's hit points, and the second hit restores the party's MP. So, he never runs away, so you get 3 turns of guaranteed activity from him. He has a 60% chance to use a special ability. One of them is bad, but can be converted into something good, which is that 4% that I was describing earlier. Oh, I guess the last thing, as your capsule monster evolves, it has a base craving level that, as it grows, it will just simply not eat. So, like that long knife that I was feeding it, when it wants to eat something and you give it to it, it gets a 3 times feeding bonus. So it gave 3 pips instead of 1. When it's in second form, it won't even eat the thing. Like, you can just feed it. Every time you feed it one thing, it reduces its craving value, and it can be out of 16 tiers worth of craving value, or gold value, or whatever you want to call it. And that means junk feeding can sometimes be useful if you feed it something that it wants to get that bonus, and you gotta get back down. But still, it's effort. It's a science. There really is a lot of complicated math that goes into trying to understand how to effectively feed your pet. And it's really easiest to just not feed your pet at all, but specifically in this party, feeding is so complicated that you really want to rely on getting your 4th form pet as quickly as you can. Just because you want as many battles as possible to roll that 4% chance for it to learn a special trick. And then even if he learns it, he may not use it, which is fun. Yep, it's a science. Well, remember, I did bring Science Man with the fish. And the fish is a super uncommon strategy. So I did kind of crave that. Ooh. So I set my equipment. The Hydras here, or Hydora as the game calls them, are weak to ice. The plants are weak to fire. And I have 2 people with each element on. Fortunately, the blue chest weapons I found are super powerful. And I found some other stuff for the other characters to use that are still pretty good. So they kind of fill in that last little bit that I need to get the job done. Another thing I haven't really described too much, items are added to the chest pool over time, and by that I mean distance. So once you hit floor 50, most of the final items are added to the chest pool, and then once you hit floor 60, the very last item is added to the pool. The old sword, which is one of those fractional-based damaging weapons, is added at floor 50, as well as the lizard blow, which Science Man used earlier. At floor 60 is that myth blade, which I used to deal 25-ish% of the boss's HP and damage. I'm able to use the IP of the old sword plus the IP of the Cancer Rock one time each, like on the same person, just because of the way percentages work out. And the Cancer Rock allows you to effectively hit 2 times with your weapon rather than once, so it's just to get 1 extra hit, which is, you know, helpful. If I don't have a 3 times damage multiplier weapon for Salon, I would probably give her the blue chest weapon and then the Cancer Rock to use it with. The Hydoras drop a weapon, or drop a rock that lets you do 3 times your damage. So. And the beauty to those is that you can combo it with a rock that boosts your attack power. And therefore get a little more value out of your 3x. So it's a little funky because you do kind of got to know what the numbers are in order to get the most out of it. But suffice to say that a rock will allow you to just use a very strong weapon. But some weapons come with the ability that the rocks have to save you from having to worry about finding them. The Hydoras only exist on 3 floors within 2 areas, so 50. Whatever. 53, 54, 55, and then again 58, 59, and 60. And then after that, it's you're kind of stuck with most of the weapons that you have unless you find something cool in the chest. Yeah, I'd rather just find the weapons because it just makes things way less complicated to think about. But, I mean, I can't predict what's going to be in a 0.4% chance of an item box any better than you can. I don't know, we hear Ellison Incorporated do enjoy rolling dice. Also, the core enemies, the final batch of them, appear on this 58, 59, 60. So 58, 59, 60 are a pretty big deal set of floors. Are we fully healed? Actually, I have to be kind of careful with these guys. The no-cores can cast an AoE spell, and I have had instances where they give the highest EXP of anything in the cave, but their AoE spell can occasionally kill if, say, 3 of them use it. So, they're an enemy that I gotta make sure I'm fully healed for. Just in case. Here it is. Now, it can also, I think 2 of them can kill Darbi, my little pet. Which can be terrible. At this point, the red cores are consolation. The no cores are worth as much as 26 red cores. Oh, uh-oh. They have 50 HP. I apparently did not AoE. Crud. How embarrassing. Yeah, they give more EXP than anything else in the cave by a lot. And the green cores give the second most EXP out of anything in the cave by a little bit. Gosh, I feel stupid for making that. That's probably 2 level ups there. For everybody, including Darbi, that I just mistaked myself out of. We'll just pretend it ran away. About all I can do to make myself feel better. Let's say I spent a couple of seconds thinking about what to do. plugging and unplugging my controller. I don't know. So Fry and Zap, which I used earlier, are holy elemental abilities. Only Artie, the elf from the first party, can even use them. Fun fact, if you discover something and it's not added to your item or spell pool, you can find it repeatedly. So I could potentially find that Fry spell multiple times in this run. Strong is very MP efficient for how much it heals. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead, just hit me again. And again. No, 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 okay. How merciful. Alright, so no Fancy Pants Rock. I kind of want to find that Myth Blade again, so I'm going to be pretty much going into opening overtime here. For it every time. Oh, I found a Fake Magic. Alright. Fake is a spell that boosts your party's agility by 20%. Okay. Here we go. That Deadly Rod is enormous. In fact, I'm just gonna put it on right now. 138. $168. $168 is pretty darn good. Enemy agility thresholds that I want to hit are 176. Oh? I know what your movement patterns are. Catfished! Everybody, you should have access to the Catfish Jewel emote. If you're a follower on my channel, you should have access to it for free. Go ahead and post it. It's customary. Thank you, Magic Couple Altair Gaming. Catfish is the game's first real boss. The jewel itself is not great. But it's funny. The jewel itself, so there is a perk to it. Normally you don't want to find it. Early on, it's a great has a very cheap IP ability that's effectively a spell. Very good at killing cores and early enemies before 420. It also increases your IP gain rate, which is wonderful for both of the girls, or anybody really that you're trying to farm IP on that needs it. Let's see. I'm careful, I might be able to get myself to the next form. Silver Rod, then Lucky Blade first. Five away. Three away. I am not quite there yet. Come on. Those green dragons up there can decimate my run. Go down. Thank you. These pink dragons not now can slaughter me, but later they absolutely can. One other thing I didn't describe too much, the way to flee in this game. Spark Staff. Get the Spark Staff. Yeah, fed both. In order to flee, you have to have higher agility than the enemy that you're fleeing from. The way agility looks at for flee is it takes the fastest and the slowest living party members, and it kind of rolls a number in between them to determine your chance to actually run away. So it doesn't matter how fast your party is overall. It really just matters how fast your fastest person is, which is why I pumped agility into Tia at this point. Yeah, Darbi doing his job. Oh, a second curse lifter. That's mighty. Second curse lifter means I can equip a second deadly. At some point, I may wish to equip one to Salon if I find one. Alternatively, I can put one on Maxim. And in a pinch, in ACAC, you can run Maxim, Revive. You can run Maxim with a Deadly Sword and Light Jewel IP, and then his third turn just be Thunder or something, I don't know. I haven't described too much, but the Light Jewel that I found in the back of the Ancient Caves lobby before I even came in here has a very powerful AoE Holy IP ability. You can get a lot of value out of that. because it's kind of cheap for what it is. It can also be used in tandem with the Deadly Rod that Tia's got, and typically on turn 3, you don't want Tia to use her Deadly Rod. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get Darbi up to 4-4 now. You know what? We'll feed the whip. Alright, so they have up to 4 forms, maximum that they can be. You saw, maybe, that there is a 5th form. That is accessible through a special fruit. Certain enemies drop certain elemental fruits, and if you feed the opposing elemental fruit to it, on a specific one of its evolution forms, not the magic fruit, it will evolve to that M form. It's usually an alternate value compared to what it would normally do. So like the M form of Darbi does not, in fact, deal more damage than the M form, or I'm sorry, than its 4th form. But it does gain an AoE instant kill ability. Certain other guys, they do deal more damage. Hey, it's Fry! Cool, I found a useful spell again. What was I saying? It's just not a big deal. Yep, he big. He went from a mini imp to a dragon imp. Oof, big crit. One thing I didn't specify too, which is kind of useful information, but not really. Blue chest weapons have a higher % chance to crit. And they also deal double damage when they crit. The final boss has either 1 or 2 defense points. So ignoring his defense doesn't really matter. But doing the double damage is helpful, so there are times when we just attack with the blue chest weapon, especially we can boost our attack power, and we pray for the crit just because it helps. Something kind of weird with the drop logic in this game. The first enemy that you kill that drops something, its drop will kind of like soak up the battle drop slot. So you can only ever get 1 item in a battle. And whatever item drops first is what you get. That can matter in some battles, because killing another enemy that drops something bad and, well, be kind of bad. But the basilisks, the little green guys that come in that battle, they don't drop anything. So it doesn't actually impact a single thing. We do kill them first if we can, though, just because they hit harder. I don't want to die, you know? We will know if Darbi learns his trick because in the post-battle screen, at the very bottom, underneath all of the EXP blocks, it will show Darbi has learned Evil Aura as like a one additional line. But it's got some funky symbols, so it's really easy to spot. The stairs there, I think they are. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to trap you here. Fatal pick. So we know the Deadly Rod is great because it has an 80% chance to kill. And it also has the uncursed property of that practical and useful anti-jelly ability. The Fatal Pick has the 80% chance to kill, but it does not have that uncursed property. However, it is a cursed weapon. So I am hesitant to equip it to Salon because while she can use it, and it is nice to be able to just go fast and kill stuff quickly, especially because at this point in the run, what, maybe one enemy now resists the insta-death. It is terrible when you have to uncurse it and you don't get any value out of it. So I'm hoping... I don't really want to rely on a second Deadly Rod because it makes action economy in the final battle kind of difficult. But if I have to, I'll do it. Just so I can kill dragons and pump up my levels a bit. I still have 20 floors to go. I'm not getting my sub 3. I can absolutely PB. If I find an attack boost. Okay, a third curse lifter. That's actually pretty nice. That means I can give everybody a deadly weapon that can use them. Guy can't use a deadly weapon, but everyone else can. Come on, Darbi, learn your trick. The green guys here, I fought them earlier for that rare drop. If they had gotten a turn, they could have previously attacked me one time to hit everybody. The next ones hit 5 individual attacks, which is pretty devastating. These guys can come in pairs and can hit up to 8 times, and they're also faster than pretty much everybody. Out of the way. Where's my... Vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. If I get hit by 3 thunders, it's game over. It's just game over. Alright. I should survive this. Yep, Archfiends are... Oh, come on! I put the Holy Wings on the girls because it prevents that destroy spell from one-shotting. I don't have protection for the boys. I only have it for the girls. And also Darbi cannot be one-shot by that spell. Horizontal, vertical. Horizontal. Come on! If Destroy connects on... So AoE spell damage is increased for the fewer targets there are. If Guy gets hit by Destroy and then just dies early, then I'm hosed, because then I could get hit by 2 Thunders and game over. Gloomy is a nasty AoE. Okay. Not as nasty as Thunder. Thunder is the pinnacle of pain. I need to go down. Okay, this is the last combat with these guys. Okay. Now, Tia does outspeed them. Ooh, okay. But Tia outspeeding one and then missing would mean I have to go through a full additional round of combat. And you already saw how just running away worked. Now, on the plus side too for them, they cannot back attack me, which is good. I cannot back attack them, which is bad, but hey, if they can't surprise you, I'll take it. Alright, we're gonna throw the pick on, I think. That old sword helps me out. Oh my god, I have lots of restoratives. Sky Sword crit? Sky Sword crit? Nope. So these are water genies. Dawning, what element do you think water genies are weak to? You are correct. Water is indeed weak to fire. Now there are also thunder, the thunder element, which we've already seen is effective against the earth genies, so this ain't Pokemon, kids. What element do you believe that fire genies are weak to? Nope, it does not. It is not one of those both ways things. Fire genies are not weak to water. Nope. They are weak to ice. And then there are, the last ones are wind genies, which are green. They are weak to water. It absolutely makes sense if you don't think about it. So dragons give among the highest EXP in the cave, so I'm going after them now just because they're starting to appear now. I still have 6 more floors of the Archfiends to deal with, but the added bulk I get from a couple of level ups could be enough to save my run in case things go south. And I do want the levels anyway since my team is weaker overall for the final battle. Now, silvers, they can go 2 times per turn, and if you remember that nasty AoE that they did earlier, they can do an even nastier AoE twice. And gold dragons, they can do that 3 times. So they are just not fun. Any capacity. We just run away from the golds and silvers. Now, eventually, I can get it so I have Salon and possibly even max them faster. I might try to farm them if I can set that scenario up. Let's go. Alright, so we got Myth Gaze again. Which means Salon is going to be using the Cancer Rock. And then Tia, the Deadly Rod. What's up, clan? You missed it. First kill was not a fatal blow kill. First kill was Myth Blade, Gades Blade, Energy Wave. I would very much like Rick, which is an attack boost. Let's see. Salon is using Zerko Cancer, I think. I have a Spark Staff and a Snow Sword for blue chest weapons. Oh, and a Sky Sword. But Zerko is better than Spark Staff and Snow Sword. Zerko Rod. Yeah, I was an idiot and I didn't put turn 2 Devastation and I just had already attack from the front row. And I still got the kill on the second to last Octo Strike hit. This won't fail. just flee. Yep, I don't want to deal with that now. Can I get you out of here? I don't want to deal with you either. I don't need to fight this. Oh, this is the third. I thought I might try to take out that, the triple with the leech. Ah, Daisy, I know. I'm not very good. I'm not super good at moving multiple out of a room. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Evil Aura. I have destroy. What am I doing? Wonderful room. Oh, great. We'll take this opportunity while we're here. And Darbi will get the kill, watch. Good boy. Man, I really don't like... I don't think I have a gourd yet. Oh, I have a life potion, though. Catfish Jewel gonna start paying dividends with that plus 20 gut. Just you wait. That was bad. Hold on, she's level 41. She shouldn't need it, yeah. Sir, please stop checking yourself out. Yep, so if you go to M form, the 5th form, you don't have easy access backwards, but if you go 1 through 4, you can flip or flop all you want. This dragon just wants to look at himself in the mirror. Was that an overheal on Maxim? Oh, poisoned! That's rare. Darbi 2 is the only way you can poison the enemy is by having Darbi 2 use Wolf Fang on something. Not Wolf Punch, Wolf Fang. It's different. Oh my goodness. Do I need to... It reduces Tia's defense a bit, which I don't like. That doesn't raise gut, okay. While you do Cinder Blast, please! He doesn't have like an 80% chance to use Mirror or something. What? He barely won that speed tie. Or lost that speed tie. Oh my god. Like pulling teeth. Alright, one more for you, Salon. No. Oh my gosh. Alright, we didn't what, 4 minutes, I think? Hey, it's first time hitting Guy, I guess. That's neat. But we'll keep him topped up just in case. I misinput something. This is the look of a dragon who says, whatever your speed run plan was, we're going to turn this into a speed walk. Sir, please. There we go. God. Yep, I learned that if you drag a character onto a tile, you can apply their color to the tile. I learned Aura. Wait, I learned it? Well, I mean, I read the thing, and it does it. It's not like I just learned it. I've known it for months. I just, it's not like a lot of other people do it. I just want a power gourd. At this point, I just... Look, I have a sub 330 here possible if I just get the gourd. It's difficult to kind of do during the speed run, and yeah, Clan's right. It isn't something that you always know definitively what you're gonna do, because things can change based on finding one thing. You might have to undo a bunch of colors just to turn other colors on for other people, depending on what they are. Like you could have an entire run planned out on not finding a Decker Blade, and then find one at your very last second on floor 98. That could just change your entire scope. But I'm doing this for you, the audience. God. Great. Lovely. Just what I was hoping for. Alright, floor 98 is the final floor in which we look at stuff. We open stuff up, we have chests, whatever. You shut your mouth, Altair. There are certain things in life we don't joke about, and you know that this is one of them. Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, in a regular any percent run, you saw how hard I had to... how creative I had to be. Well, I guess you don't really know in context how creative I had to be. I had to be fairly creative with coming up with the means to make sure I got the kill. If I found a Decker Blade, it would have changed everything I would have done. Specifically for Maxim. Actually, so not everything, just one character's, but still, the inputs are inputs. One power-up is all I want, please. Oh, there we go. Better spell. That's nice. Which matters for... I guess it matters for Salon turn 1. Extra old sword, why not? Whatever. Old swords are funny. I mean, I have Salon doing Zerko Cancer. I would have her do Trick turn 1. You know what? Just floor 98. Last chance. I do not have Trick. Come on, Kay. I can't make an Iris item my final chest. I refuse. Absolutely heckin' refuse. There are up to 8 chests per floor. I don't think I got any on my first run. Strongest steep there. Apron. I guess I can uncurse the deadly armor for Maxim. For kicks. Ooh, a mind ring. Alright, so Zerko Whip is as good as I can make her. That will boost Light Jewel's power, so that's actually a good idea there. No other int boosts for her. Do I? Oh, Spark Staff boosts int, so Light Jewel will get better. You... Yeah, I'll put the Deadly Armor on you, and then we'll uncurse it. What do I have left? Mind Potion. Alright, whip out those calculators, guys. One last double check. Maxim. What the heck am I doing? Give her the darn Deadly Rod for a reason. Alright, Myth, Deadly, Decker, Zerko Cancer. Deadly, Deadly Light. Okay. Alright, I'm good. Alright, no mess ups on today's inputs, folks. You will Ice Valk on turn 1. You will attack. I'm not calculating this. I'm just praying. Nice Devastation. Good. That was a alright Battle Fury. Like around 40%. Hello, Bats. You showed up just in time. Oh, Evil Aura, let's go! This kill is ours! I think Ice Falk, and there we go. Nice Devastation. Ice Falk will do, I don't know, 220 or so. About 270. Nice crit, didn't matter. Alright, guys. Terminate. 2 specials, alright, alright. We got Light Jewel Flash. Alright, we'll kill on the 6th hit of Octo Strike. It might still... It might be 7th, who knows? Depending on what Darbi does here. 1, nice crit, didn't matter. God, unbuffed is terrible. 5, 6. Sub 330. That is a 39-minute PB, folks. I'll take it. Holy cow. First ACAC in like 2 years. And we got it. I am honored to have been able to fight with one as brilliant as you. Come back anytime. Sure did.